In one of the best fights I have ever seen, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili lived up to his name as the Machine, getting the decision win over Umar Nurmagomedov, taking away his O.
I was so surprised. It was like in the first round, I was like, this is goated. It's already goated fight.
Yeah.
Umar was looking levels above him. And then
levels?
Not levels, but I mean, I thought it was clear that he was out striking him and took him down.
That's why I was confused by the one judge having Merab winning that first round.
Yeah, I thought it was clear first 2 rounds for Umar and then clear 3 rounds for Merab. But apparently one judge thought different. I just thought with the takedown and the striking, like he did rock him in the first round, I thought that counts for a lot more than anything Merab did. Like, Merab lands that overhand as he goes for the takedown, but I think we've seen that Merab might actually not hit that hard.
Yeah, he doesn't have that power.
Yeah.
But that's to be expected.
Yeah.
You know, like he's not this crazy powerful striker, or we would have seen it more.
Yeah.
You know, he's clearly someone who has really only started to really take that striking seriously over the last few years, where when he doesn't need to have that elite striking because he has that crazy cardio and that elite wrestling.
Yeah. And I think it's kind of cool, you know, to see him be able to out wrestle under Nurmagomedov.
The last name starts with a V?
Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's so rare, especially it is quite literally Khabib's prodigy, you know? And I think Umar is the most likely Dagestani to lose because he was brought up in Muay Thai instead of Sambo. So of course, there's going to be Umar who loses and not Usman. But still, you know, obviously training with Khabib and all those guys, by osmosis, you learn so much. And you're just goated anyways.
Yeah, you're just absorbing it all.
Exactly.
You know, like you're out there every single day just getting bullied for the last 10, 15, 20 years by Khabib and by Islam on the mat. You know, like 10-year-old Umar is out here just getting bullied by 25-year-old Khabib.
How many hours of cardio do you think they're doing in their training camps now?
What do you mean by that? No, like Umar, I said it. He had to run back to Dagestan. No stopping, no walking, no water, no food, straight running.
Also, you see his hand afterwards.
Oh,
crazy! How much.
Always when a fighter immediately comes out and says they have an injury after, it's like, oh, they're making an excuse. They're like me at the rock climbing gym.
Exactly.
But like, no, his hand was actually messed up, and that's why he couldn't throw that jab. You know?
I don't think it made the biggest difference because it's just like I said in the immediate recap video, it is just physical pain. Like you can push through that, you can still punch. It just hurts a lot, right?
Yeah, but I think you do have to take that a little bit into consideration.
Yeah, not that much though,
because it was not like he started to lose in the striking either.
Yeah.
So
he just, I mean,
he gassed out.
It's literally just cardio.
He didn't even gas out is the thing. I don't like.
No, he did.
He gassed. Yeah, he gassed out, but that's also just because he had to try to keep up with Merab.
Yeah, it was a crazy pace.
Like against anyone else, 5th round Umar was fine. 5th round Umar versus Sandhagen.
Yeah, it's fine.
He looked fine, like every other 5th round fighter. But
for sure,
5th round versus Merab.
Yeah, Merab. It's funny to see like technical skill can't beat the Nurmagomedovs. Wrestling can't beat him. Cardio. Yeah,
exactly.
It's crazy that's the thing that beat the Nurmagomedovs.
Well, because he couldn't take down Umar for the first 3-ish rounds, and then 4th, 5th rounds, it was just like, oh, gone.
It's just persistence, right? Like you just shoot and shoot and shoot, and finally it works.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable how that strategy has beaten the best fighters of his generation.
It's just like, come on. And now it's like, I kind of like Merab now.
Yeah.
Like
it's like the Drickus arc.
Yeah.
You hate him and then
like I'm driving last night home and I'm talking to about the fight with my little brother and he's like, oh, that Merab guy, he's sick. He's sick. And I'm kind of like, as much as I don't want to say, I'm like, yeah, he is.
Because the clips, right? Like
the clips.
Yeah.
Like he is there for the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it helps him. He plays up to it, and I think it gives him extra, like, intrinsic motivation. He's like, it just fires him up.
Intrinsic.
That's what I said was intrinsic.
No. Reload the tape.
Intrinsic motivation. Give Umar a year and a half. Give him 2 more wins. Let him go fight a guy like potentially, I mean, we'll talk about that later, but like let him go get 2 more wins.
Yeah.
Come back to Merab.
Yeah.
You know, especially Merab at that point will be over that 35-year-old threshold, and we know what happens in the lower weight classes after 35. So it should be free for Umar, you know?
No, I'm sensing, I said this before the fight, I'm sensing Merab is going to have a very long career for no reason. Like he'll be 38 and still in his prime. Can you not see that happening?
I could 100% see that. 38 still in his, maybe at 38, that's a long time
40,
in the UFC.
45. He's going to be Jan Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz, speaking of him, 73rd birthday today.
My gosh.
Everyone go wish him a happy 73rd birthday down in the comments.
You need to stop with this bit. It's
we're
so
making
bad.
We're making it to 100.
It's so bad.
We're making it to 100.
It's so bad.
And we'll have special Jan Blachowicz 100th day birthday merch too.
That is not true.
We'll have a cake. We'll have everything. We'll have like a party hat, like streamers.
All right, should we talk about the striking?
I guess.
Because Merab, I mean, the striking exchanges were not that high level. You know, Umar has he has fast high kicks, that left high kick, fast question mark kicks. But then when they started scrapping, the dude just resorted to meaty hooks.
Yeah. Well, what if that was because his hand?
No, you don't resort to shit technique because your hand's broken. I think Umar still needs more experience in high level fights because once he got flustered a little bit, you know, in the second and third and fourth rounds when when the tides was starting to change and he was trying to get up from those scrambles, Merab would hit him on the way out and he would just start like not looking, just throwing big overhands.
Yeah, it probably also doesn't help Umar, you know. He wins those first 2, you know, Khabib's calm. Lose that third one?
Yeah.
Unacceptable, my son.
Yeah.
Fourth round? What are you probably just losing his mind on him in the corner?
Khabib was freaking out. Like he was more mad than Umar was.
Yeah.
Which is I don't know. It's kind of like that disappointed parent that's like way too invested in your success. And I think maybe it's
but who knows? Maybe that's how what Umar responds to the best.
Maybe.
You never know. But like it showed Khabib. You would have thought that he wanted to jump into the cage and fight Merab himself.
Oh, 100%.
Like he was ready to hop that cage again. You would have thought Dylan Dennis was in that ring.
Well, now it makes me think like what would have happened if Khabib ever had someone like that to fight in his division? Like a cardio machine.
Khabib was a cardio. Like Khabib's different than Umar.
I know he is, but like who knows, you know? Is cardio the key to beating the Nurmagomedovs? Is Paul Hughes going to beat Usman Nurmagomedov with cardio?
Paul Hughes is going to have Merab in that training camp.
Yeah, 100%.
They're just chain wrestling all day, every day.
Yeah.
Chain wrestling with Merab, striking with Conor.
I think the most impressive thing about Merab's victory, in my opinion, is the mental aspect. Like I was thinking about this a lot, actually. Getting ready for a fight against a Nurmagomedov who is undefeated, who has an undefeated GOAT in their corner, and their whole family is undefeated, the Nurmagomedovs. Islam only has 1 loss. Mm-hmm. Like, how much of a toll does that take, even, like, trying to believe that you can beat them? Because it's literally never been done before. You know? Like, you're having to do something that you have to believe in so strongly.
But I think Merab is the right guy for it. You know, he's beat everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I think that you go and talk to Merab and he's like, why would I not? Why could I not beat these guys? I've beaten every single person. You know, that whole, like, basically the whole top 7 of Bantamweight is cleared out by Merab. He's beaten all of them outside of, I think, Figgy's the only one he hasn't beaten, and Sandhagen.
Yeah, I don't think he's faced Sandhagen.
So those are the only 2 in, like, the top 7 or whatever. Like, you know, but, like, he has beat everyone inside of that bantamweight division, you know? So, and like, this is just leading up, and now it's like, it's just in the next challenge for me. And I think that he likes that challenge, you know? He is so mentally strong, this guy, but at the same time, like, a little bit like, you know, we know that the Nurmagomedovs do not take well to, like, these cocky, arrogant fighters. There's nothing that they dislike more.
True.
And to go and start showboating in the ring against a Nurmagomedov.
That's why Khabib was involved.
That's probably why it got to Khabib too.
Yeah.
You know, seeing his prodigy clowned on, trying to take down Merab, and he's just holding up the hand.
That was iconic. Like the fact
that's more iconic than the kiss.
Yeah.
Honestly.
For sure.
The kiss didn't mean anything. That fight was trash. This fight was so good.
I can't believe we're going to talk about matchups, but yeah, let's talk about matchups, actually. Okay. Let's talk about
Merab's next matchup, there's only one fight.
Who?
Pantoja.
They're going to give it to O'Malley.
No.
I guarantee you, it's going to be so dumb.
I don't want to see that right now.
I know, because if Umar can't beat Merab, I doubt O'Malley is. I get that O'Malley does have that power. Like, I don't think Umar has that one punch knockout typically. O'Malley, if he looks good, maybe he has a better shot.
I don't know. I think I don't want to see O'Malley take another loss, like back-to-back losses.
Yeah.
At this point of his career.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of want him to try to build himself back up while he's still younger.
I do think, like, you have a good point. I feel like you should have a clear number one contender. You shouldn't have some dude coming off a loss. You should have O'Malley versus Jan. The winner of that is the obvious number one contender.
But the issue is that you do have a clear number one contender. It's Peter Yan. But he's been 50-45.
Yeah, so that's like, I do not want to see that.
If Merab and Peter Yan hadn't fought before, he's 100% the number one contender.
Yeah.
He probably actually gets this fight before Umar.
Yeah.
It probably would have benefited Umar to have at least one more fight before this fight, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Who knows how that Song Yadong fight, you know? Another 5-round main event where you probably go all 5 with a guy like Song Yadong.
Yeah.
And, you know, just you get to build more experience, another 5-round camp.
I think, just building on that real quick, I think what Umar struggled with is when he didn't have success in the striking anymore, he panic shot on Merab.
Yeah.
He just shot, and usually that works on a Sandhagen, on a Song Yadong, it would have worked.
Basically anyone.
But Merab just didn't let that happen, you know?
And then it just took so much out of Umar, you know? Like, he threw alts, he was throwing, like, as the fight went on, Umar's technique just was going downhill.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, that just takes so much more gas out of you.
For sure.
You know, and we saw what he looked like in the 5th round. He was ready to die. Merab's standing up.
Yeah.
Merab is standing up. You don't see anyone else in the UFC standing up like that.
In their corner?
Yeah.
Izzy used to do it quite a bit.
But in like the 5th round, like looking like he's not like
he was chilling.
But like the way that he could have gone 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Like it's actually insane.
It is.
Makes me want to try cardio.
I don't think there's anyone in the history of the UFC who's been close to that level.
No.
Like Max Holloway in striking, maybe. But even he looks kind of tired at the end of the 5th round.
Like 5th round, Max Holloway's pillow hands.
That's what he looks like?
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Merab's next matchup, I honestly think it's Pantoja.
I hope it is. Like, I think Pantoja deserves that. But just thinking about Pantoja's cardio, he is cooked.
Yeah, there's no one. Like, you just throw people at Merab until Umar's ready, and 2 more wins for Umar, get back at it. Like, I think that's realistically, you're going to throw guys in there. You know, maybe you have Sean and Sandhagen fight, and if Sandhagen maybe wins that, then, you know, it's another guy for Merab to beat up for 5 rounds or...
Yeah, I just don't see him... If Umar couldn't get it done, I don't see a path to victory for anyone anymore.
Yeah, like, it's just like, this guy is unbeatable. Like, not like at this moment in time, unbeatable
for sure.
There's no one that's going to even be able to touch him.
Yeah.
So I think that it's the next matchup. There's 2 guys. It's either Jan or Pantoja. I don't think that they give O'Malley to him.
No, they'll 100% give O'Malley. Jan he doesn't have that much star power. And he got 50-45. O'Malley arguably won 2 rounds and had a bad night. On a good night, maybe he could win. You know, I doubt it, but maybe.
You never know. All right, but what happens next for Umar?
This is tougher because he's probably gonna take some time off. I'd say maybe 6 months, half a year. I would love to see him versus Jan. That would be a striking and wrestling masterclass, I think. It would be a better version of Figgy versus Jan, I feel like. Other than that, he beat Sandhagen. I don't want to see him versus Figgy.
Really? You don't want to see him versus Figgy?
Nah.
I think that's the right next step because...
Too easy, bro. It's too easy.
But you build the confidence back up for Umar.
Yeah.
You don't want to see him go out there versus Peter Yan where that fight's going to be a lot closer. You know, you're Umar right now, you're 28. You know, you're not even 30. Build yourself back up over these next 2 fights so that by the time you're 30, you can go out there and you're fighting for that belt and you're going to go and beat Merab. Yeah. You know, a guy like Figgy's the perfect matchup. We have to think before the Merab fight, he was going to go all the way down and fight number 8 ranked Song Yadong. You know? So I don't love the Peter Yan perspective matchup just because I just think that you're either killing the guy on the 2-fight win streak or you're killing the guy who's the next guy up. You know, He is coming off that loss. 2 losses to Umar at this point. I think Umar beats Yan, but it's a tougher fight.
It's close.
It's the better fight. But if you're looking at it from a company perspective for the UFC, Figgy's a better fight to make.
Yeah.
Because you go and you get to see Merab go and beat Figgy.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm also seeing it's perfect timing. O'Malley versus Merab or O'Malley versus Umar. No, you save that fight for the belt.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
You save that fight for the belt. Because that fight is bound to happen for the belt.
Yeah.
That fight is bound to happen for the belt. And if it's not going to happen for the belt, you can do that next year. You know, if both guys are just starting to suck,
Yeah.
you know,
they both fall off. Yeah.
You can save that kind of fight.
Oh, for sure.
But like, finally, I just want to touch on, do we think that Merab is the bantamweight GOAT?
Yes, I do.
I also do.
The resume.
The resume.
He doesn't have the title defenses that a Cruz or Dillashaw have.
Even Aljo has more championship wins and defenses.
Who does Aljo have wins over though? Because is his resume as good as Merab's?
No. So Aljo's resume: Cejudo, Dillashaw, Jan twice, which is impressive, Sanhagen, and Pedro Munoz.
Yeah, the Jan wins are tainted, so I wouldn't count those.
Oh yeah, there's the knee. Yeah, it's those actually don't count. Like those aren't canon.
And then Merab has John Dodson earlier, which is a decent win. Aldo,
a decent win. He beat the GOAT. He beat the GOAT back there.
Sure. Aldo, 50-45 Jan, 30-27 Cejudo. Or did Cejudo win that first round? Actually, he might have won that first round. Crazy enough. O'Malley, good win. Great win, honestly.
Yeah.
And Umar, undefeated. Only 2 championship wins, 1 defense. I think he'll 100% get 2 more.
Yeah. I think minimum he gets 2 more. I think it's probably Jan and O'Malley.
Yeah, or Pantoja.
Yeah. Like I think that he's going to have, there is 100%, like, sorry, I don't want to speak in 100% because it's MMA. You never know what happens. 95% chance Merab definitively is the bantamweight GOAT, especially for a division with no really true standalone GOAT, you know?
Yeah.
If you want to say it's Dominic Cruz right now, or, you know, you can go and say it's TJ Dillashaw. It's not. I'll tell you that, surely. His wins are Dillashaw's wins are Garbrandt and Sanhagen are literally his wins. You know, Dominic Cruz, he has the 4 championship wins. If Merab gets 4 championship wins and 3 title defenses, he has the most title defenses in bantamweight history.
Yeah.
And then also the stacked resume. Like, right now, Merab is the GOAT. He is the best bantamweight fighter of all time. But, you know, people who look into the statistics too much and the stats are going to be like, actually, he doesn't have the championship wins and the defenses. He's going to get them. I am for sure that he's going to get them. So the resume, you know,
it's all about the resume.
The level of Umar and O'Malley better than any other bantamweight has done in their whole career. Those back-to-back wins.
Because O'Malley KO'd Sterling.
Yeah.
You know, that's so impressive and beat Jan. So it's a great win for sure.
Yeah. That is going to wrap it up for us today. Go down to those comments. Let us know. Can anyone beat Merab Dvalishvili? And if anyone can, who is it? While you're down there, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.
See ya.